Guys, I've been laughing for the past 5 minutes. I was supposed to start recording already, but Jisoo's so funny, man. Apparently, somebody asked her if she had guests with her when she started her live stream, and this was her response.
No. Only me. Sorry. Not sorry.
Oh man, you know what kills me? That little chomp at the end. Oh, I gotta wipe my tears. I think this is the same response a lot of idol fans wanted Yuqi to say too. If you didn't see this whole thing pan out, it's a roller coaster. So some of the idol members were doing a live stream talking about a K-drama they were watching, and Yuqi apparently made a joke saying Shuhwa needed darker skin to be a police officer because they need to hide in the dark, and her white skin wouldn't be good for capturing criminals. This sparked a lot of criticism and some debate online of whether or not she was being colorist or racist toward black people or anyone with darker skin. People defending her were saying this was more her commenting on Shuhwa's paleness and white skin rather than saying something bad about dark skin. Now, before you weigh in your thoughts, there's more to it. As Yuqi was getting all this criticism, the account that tweeted out the translation in the first place came out with a letter of apology for causing a misunderstanding. More specifically, they said the tweet was but a crude summary, not even a word-by-word translation. The words skin color, dark, white were chosen by them based on the memory of the conversation. They wanted to maintain the quickness of getting out a translation and thought a general idea of the conversation would suffice. They apologized to everyone, including Yuqi herself, and you think this would be the end of it. But there's even more. Shortly after, Yuqi came out and apologized herself for hurting people. She talked about how she's learning an important lesson and trying to improve herself. Whether or not she saw the correction of the mistranslation, I think she just wanted to apologize regardless for anyone who may have been hurt. Obviously, fans are angry because she had to receive so much hate for a misunderstanding, and it kind of puts in perspective that being international K-pop fans, a lot of the information we get is translated by someone else. We're putting our trust in that person to accurately deliver what comes out of someone's mouth, shaping our whole perspective on another human being. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. Someone having an off day can misguide our view of another person forever. Language barriers can be so scary, but on the other side of that coin, when we see that language barrier broken by something like music, it's a beautiful thing. The fact that BTS were in contention for Grammy nominations this year is something really special. Unfortunately though, the nominees were announced the other day, and out of the 4 categories they were up for, no nominations for BTS this time. Obviously, there was a lot of disappointment online about it, but like Halsey said, do not waste your anger and frustration. And I love the way BTS fans took this opportunity and truly turned it around on its head and were able to get BTS's entire Korean discography back on the US iTunes charts. What? That's no small feat. I think that speaks as loud as any nomination would, really. It speaks to how much love and loyalty there is toward BTS and their music. Philip DeFranco also talked about it and brought up the ongoing problem with the Grammys and how they still lag behind regarding international artists, not just K-pop. And I think this clip from Philip DeFranco and an industry titan like Eminem is something we should all keep in mind.
But also, especially when you have something like the music industry, you understand that this is a business. There are likely other factors at play that involve money and favorites. And hey, at times even ignorance. I mean, when you look to the music industry, that is an industry that has just been shaken up at random moments where everything completely changed.
First of all, that vote is fake as fuck. That's not a real vote. That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to. They give it to their darlings, the fucking, oh, this got critical acclaim, but it sold 2 records. There comes a point where when an overwhelming something comes along that has this wave and impact on music, and you give it to fucking Lada fucking Dottie. Who? Lada Dottie!
Dang it, Lada Dottie. As you can see, it's not a thing where people can just say K-pop fans are overreacting. It's the same thing some people are saying about EXO fans for trending EXO-L's call out SM. I think just like the BTS situation, it stems from one thing but speaks on a larger problem at hand. The hashtag started because with the announcement of a year-end concert, it's looking like EXO won't have a proper promotional period, no year-end festival performances, and no fulfillment of a promised world tour, a true world tour. The bigger problem stems from frustration that SM doesn't treat EXO right. Fans, and especially international fans, feel as though their investment in EXO is all for nothing. How much bigger EXO could have been if SM capitalized on their international potential rather than wasting it and then having to form a supergroup to do so instead. Remember, Key said that EXO practically built SM's new corporate building with one song, Growl. But rather than pushing that momentum, for some reason, they just let it fall by the wayside. And when you take Key's comment into perspective, you put it next to the fact that EXO are about to enlist in the military, so this might be the last comeback as a group for a while. No, I don't think fans are going overboard. And no, I did not say overboard to make another boat pun like last time. No body of water puns today. And anyway, they don't really land correctly.
Sorry. Not sorry.